Hey y'all, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Listen, y'all, please excuse the noise that you might hear because they're working on the water lines in my area. So the guys are having a great time. So you might hear laughter. So please excuse the noise, okay? But good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I pray that this word finds the person that it needs to find. And please pray for clarity, confirmation, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Okay? And take this word back to God and ask God, what does this word mean to you? Because this word is going to get to the person they need to get to. And I pray that it blesses you tremendously. I pray that your day is going amazing, y'all. So I'm in here doing my makeup. So excuse me moving around. Excuse my mess in the background. And I'm sitting in here doing my makeup. And God is pouring into my spirit. So listen to this word, okay? Try to block out all distractions. Listen. So what God reminded me of a time was when my vehicle got repoed, right? I was, having a hard time making the payments, going through life and working the hours, but just couldn't, keep up with the bills and what I needed to take care of. It's no excuse. I'm a single parent, but it's really no excuse. But life happens. That's what God is telling you. Like, life happens and some things are going to be out of your control. Okay? So God reminded me of a time of when I was, not in position to pay my truck payment, and it was a brand new vehicle. I think it had about, I can't remember how many miles, but it was brand spanking new. I think it had like 16 miles or something like that. 16 miles on my truck. So fast forward. I went ahead and, I went through those tough times and my vehicle got repoed. I was hurt because this was my first vehicle, like, I had purchased from a dealership. Like, it was my first, like, it was a 2016 Dodge Journey. And it was like, oh my God, I had never thought that I would have been able to make that purchase because I was always told that, oh, you broke, you don't have no money, you can't buy no vehicle, your credit messed up. And I was told this stuff by, my ex. I'm gonna say, like, my ex-husband and his family. Yeah, they really made sure, that they tried to stain words on me, and it hurt, but I was so proud. It was a proud moment that I was able to purchase the vehicle, 2016 Dodge Journey, with about 16 miles. So fast forward, a couple of years go by, and I think I got about one more year left to make this payment on my truck, right? Got about one more year to make this payment. So ran into some situations. I wasn't able to make the payment. The truck got repoed. And I sat home and, like, for about a year, I just cried. Asked God why. And, I didn't understand. I'm like, God, I wanted this so bad. I worked so hard for it. I'm almost done paying it off. Like, why would you allow this to happen? Like, what's going on? So, and this is what God poured in my spirit today. And, like, the revelation he gave me, okay, I had it already in my spirit, but today he's reminding me to let somebody know. Okay? So listen. Sometimes in our life, God will use situations such as us, and for us it may look heartbreaking. For us it may look like, okay, God, why? For us it may make us frustrated or angry or mad. Let me put this lash on. I probably look so crazy right now. So, but sometimes God will use situations in our life that causes us to downgrade so we can upgrade. You get that? So from where I was in my life, I didn't understand it because, see, God and us, we don't think alike, right? Our thoughts are like, man, I got one more year to pay it off. Oh man, I got these children. Lord, this is going to be embarrassing for me. And people ask, well, what happened to your vehicle? You know what I'm saying? It got repoed. Okay. So, but then, now let me tell you what I was doing as well, because I can't blame this all on the Holy Ghost. You know what I'm saying? Why my vehicle got repoed. This is what happened as well. While I had my vehicle, I was going places that I should not have been going, such as, you know, dating. And God was telling me, okay, your dating season is over. I want to spend time with you. I wasn't listening. And I made life hard on myself. Sometimes when we don't listen and be obedient to God, we only make life harder for us and our children. So not only do we suffer, our kids suffer as well. So my truck got repoed. I went about a year, you know, with no vehicle. Like, now I got to find a ride to work. Now I got to find a ride to the kids' doctor's appointment. Now I got to go to the grocery store. Lord God, I just want to get out and go to the park. And now I'm put in position to where, you know, God has me still. How many of you know about that be still season? Like, that is a season. Oh my God. That's all I can say about that be still season. When God tell you to sit here and don't move, listen. You're going to have to learn not to respond to certain people. You're going to have to learn not to, you know, that mouth. God works on us, on our mouth in that season a lot. Some of us, we got anger issues. We got mouth problems. We got mouth troubles. However you want to put it, God telling you, okay, this is what we're going to work on in this season. And so that's why it's so important. Whenever you're going through the storm, it's not all about, you know, you being punished, but it's also God preparing you. And you can look at it as a way as God assisting you on how to manage your finances, okay? God will sit you back. So it's not punishment. It's actually advancement. Every storm you go through, you're going to have to learn. Like, if you're not learning, then something is wrong. Ask God, okay, I'm going through this storm, and help me to be still and teach me what am I supposed to be learning from this lesson, okay? So instead of complaining, you know, just sit down and have a talk with God. Ask God, okay, why did you allow this? Or what am I supposed to be learning from this? What am I supposed to be learning from this? Okay. So yeah, so my vehicle had got repoed at the time. I didn't understand why. I went about a year with no vehicle. It was so freaking hard. You know, you got to call people and you know they don't want to help you. And then you call people and then they talk about you. And then you call people and then they overcharge you. That season, man, it's rough. It's rough, but God. So in this season, what God is telling you is that, so hold on, y'all. So fast forward a year later, after all of that, I was like, okay, God, I learned my lesson now. I won't go back doing the same old foolishness. I learned how to better manage my finances. And now, see, God will sometimes strip things away from you so you can learn to appreciate it and not take it for granted. Fast forward, okay, a year later, I went through all of that. And then God blessed me to where I could actually buy a vehicle, which is the car I have now, pay it off cash, and it's mine. I don't have no car payments. See, you got to look at things like that. Sometimes God will, it's not a setback, but it is a setup for you to have financial increase. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes what looks like you're losing, you're not losing, you're gaining. So what looked like I was actually downgrading from that 2016 brand spanking new vehicle out the lot was actually God putting me in position to get something that I could pay off full in cash. Okay? And it allowed me to better manage my finances and be more appreciative. Okay? Because trust me, when you go without, you will learn to appreciate when God gives it to you again. So for many of you in this season, so whatever is in your life that is up for repossession, whatever in your life has been about to be auctioned off or sold, or whatever it is in your life, because this message is going to get to the person it needs to get to, okay? Whatever that thing may be, God is telling you that he's about to run it back one more time. Right? Whatever it is, It's going to be paid off in full. He's going to bless you with the finances. It's going to be paid off in full. And this time, when you get it back, you do the right thing with it. So God will put you in situations so you can be more responsible, be obedient, okay? Sometimes that's what it takes. That's what it takes for us to fall on our rump, to stand up on our feet. That's how God operates. So remember to be obedient. Remember to remain faithful to God. I don't care how hard it gets. Okay? I don't care what you're faced with today. I mean, I care, but y'all know what I'm saying. No matter what you're faced with today, no matter your finances situation, no matter what you're going through in life, period. Anytime that darkness surrounds you, you remember the God in you. Don't compromise your godliness for the world. Okay? Don't compromise doing good works and being pure because you're going through hard times, tough times. It's okay. I'm telling you, whatever you're going through, that you're coming out of it. So all that worrying, you might as well stop worrying because you're worrying for nothing. All that stressing, you might as well stop stressing because you're stressing for nothing. God is just putting you in a place where he can work on you. That's all. That's all. Plenty of days. I'm not going to tell you it's not going to be hard now because Lord knows I cried for a long time. Let me tell y'all, I used to make time to cry. I used to make time for a pity party. And I'm being real. I used to make time. I used to put my kids on one side of the house, play with y'all tablets, play with y'all doll babies. Mommy going in the room to pray, and I'll be back. I used to make time to go cry to God. I used to make time to go in that secret place. When you're in the darkness, get in your secret place. That's going to be your weapon of choice in this season, in that secret place. Not on Facebook, not on social media, not talking to their ear that just going to gossip about your situation. This is the time that you get into that secret place and take it to God. Trust me, you won't hear it back. You won't hear it back. Whatever God and you talk about is confidential. And guess what? He's going to tell you what you need to do to overcome. He's going to tell you what you need to do to make it better. That's who God is in our life. And that's what God is saying to you on today. So, don't even trip, okay? Because I know, many of you probably are a little bit bitter, a little bit hurt because the people that you would have helped, the people that you would have bent over backwards for, and now that you need the help, they are nowhere to be found, right? I know how that feels, y'all, because I've been there. I have been there, and I know how it feels. But guess what? God don't want you to be bitter or mad because he is teaching you in the process. And also, he is showing you who is for you and who is not for you. He's showing you that. So I hope you're paying attention. Now, I'm not telling you to be nasty with these people, okay? Because when I went through what I went through, and I wanted to, tell these people, when I had got my car and paid it off in full, I wanted to tell these people about themselves. Because in a part of that season when I went through, I was actually, going to work and I was carpooling with someone. I was carpooling. Man, this man was charging. Okay, it was the driver of the vehicle. Okay, that's his vehicle. He can charge whatever price he wants. But what had hurt me the most is that, because we was carpooling going back to work. But what had hurt me was that he was charging me double than what he was charging the other guy. And see, it hurts. So when I got my car, I said, I'm going to tell this man by himself. He gonna hear. But when I got my car, the Holy Spirit had gave me a peace. A peace came over me. Peace came over me. And guess what? I ain't even thought about that man no more. I told him, thank you for your services. I appreciate you, all you do. But that's how you know when you go through tough times, and that shows you the people that will take advantage of you. It's like, okay, wow, you're already at the bottom. You already having it rough. You already doing bad. And for people to still try to cipher your energy, for people to still try to take advantage of you, is a sad thing. And God looks up. I mean, God is sitting up, and he looks down, and he sees everything. He see how they doing you. He see how they treating you. He see how they're trying to take advantage of you. And he see how whenever it's your time, they won't help. He sees that. But if it was you, you would have no problem. You would have been glad to assist. You would have been glad to give them a ride, or give them money, or take them to work, or pick up their kids from daycare. I went through that. That's how I could talk about this. And let me tell you, man, it is no joke. Whenever, like, you down, oh, that's the time you want to go to God before you go crazy on everybody. See, you don't want to mess up your blessing, okay? You don't want to mess up your blessing because people treat you wrong whenever you at the bottom. Because guess what God is doing, people? God made sure that everybody saw you when you was at rock bottom. Right? And so guess what? Now he's about to make sure everybody see you soar like an eagle. Nobody bounces back harder than a person who has hit rock bottom. You on your way up. Everything that was lost is about to be restored. Make sure you do the right thing with it. Okay? Make sure you do the right thing with it. Remember, you don't have to be bitter and mad about nobody who didn't help you in your down season. Because guess what? We are up from here. We up from here. Yeah, I was doing my makeup, and the Lord just dropped that in my spirit. He said, remember that time when your vehicle got repoed? I said, yeah. And remember that time your head was also hard, and I told you, okay, now you better listen. I was like, yeah. He said, okay, yeah. I need you to tell that story because somebody about to get it back. Get it back. It's going to be paid in full. It's going to be restored. But this time, you better do the right thing with it. This time, you better manage your finances. This time, you better appreciate it. This time, you need to hold on to it. Hold on to it like it means something to you. Okay? Appreciate it. That's what God is saying. Appreciate it. Because sometimes, God, we get so, like, you know, we're not grateful. That's the word. We're not grateful, and we just not grateful. And all of us go through that at some point in our life. You know, we get so used to it. We get so accustomed to it. But we don't realize that thing could be taken away like this. You be like, dang, I sure missed that. Lord, I need my car. Lord, I need my truck. And so I want to let you know that God is going to restore what was lost with better. Sometimes that downgrade, okay, that what looks like a downgrade with your physical eyes is actually a spiritual upgrade. You're going to be able to save more money. Okay? So, this is a blessing in disguise. This is the blessing that you have been praying for. God just has a different way of delivering it to us. So, make sure you do the right thing. Take this word back to God. I love you, and y'all already know, baby. God love you way more. Be blessed, y'all. Bye.